What's going on, everybody? This is Robert, and this is I Bet You Can Play This. Alright guys, what I'm doing here is it's just kind of this diminished style lick, the sequence of kind of just pretty much hammer-ons and pull-offs. But I'm also throwing in a string skip in here, and I move it up, I'm not sure what the word is, diatonically or something like that. Basically where I hammer on with my pinky, the next step up, that's where my index finger is going to go. And what it is my fingers are always spread in like a four-note pattern, kind of like I got my first finger on the first fret on the G, and my pinky is hammering onto the fourth fret on the G. And that's pretty much how it is, like pretty much a finger per fret. Okay, and what I do is I just move that sequence up and down the fret. I think I just played the wrong ones, but that's pretty much what I do. Is I take this group of hammer-ons and pull-offs, and the only one that I do different is the last one. Let me see. Yeah, because on this one, instead of I'm hammer-on to the 13th fret on the last little bit, I don't go there with my index. I go to the 12th fret. So it's almost kind of like you're out of that E minor shape. That's that one. But what I want to do is really explain the lick to you guys. So the way that the hammer-ons and stuff go is, and I'll do a close-up of my hands, is I'm on the first fret on the G string. And what I do is I hammer on to the fourth fret on the G, and I pull off back to the second. Okay, so. And then what I do is after I do that hammer on pull off, I hit the third fret on the D string. With real like key diminished sound there. Okay, let me see what the next part is. Okay, so then after I do that, I hammer back on from the first fret to the fourth fret on the D. And then what I do is I string skip, and I go up to the high E string, and I go first fret, hammer on to the fourth fret, and I pull off back to that first fret again, just like I did on the G string. So. Okay, so what's the next part? Okay, so then after you hammer on and pull off from the first fret to the fourth fret on the high E, you're going to go back to the G and go from the fourth fret and pull off to the first fret. And the tabs will be up so it's not so confusing. Okay, so then you just pull it off to there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the third fret on the D again. And then do a hammer-on pull-off back on that G, the first to the fourth fret. And you're going to end it on the G. On the third fret on the D string. And that's the lick. I guess I never really thought about what I was playing there before. I thought it'd be easier to explain than that. But that's pretty much what I do. And if that's tough for you, just definitely go real slow at it. But then the next one is I do the same pattern. So like I said, I was hammering onto the 4th fret with my pinky, so then I just slide my index finger up to the 4th fret, and then I'm going to hammer onto from the 4th to the 7th, and do that same pattern. So I would really get comfortable with the first one, that way you have that pattern underneath your fingers, and then apply it to this next one. Okay, and then again I was hammering onto the 7th fret with my pinky, so then my index goes up to the 7th fret on the G. So then what you do is then you're going to hammer onto the 10th fret, same pattern again. Okay, and then like I said, I was hammering onto the 10th, so then you slide up to the 10th with your index. And I was hammering onto the 13th there, and this is the only one that's different. What I do is instead of taking my index up to the 13th fret, I go to the 12th fret. So I go from the 12th fret on the G, and I hammer onto the 15th fret. Okay, so, but it's still the same pattern. Okay, and then I do kind of, it's all diminished. So then I do kind of like little trills here, and I trill from the 11th to the 12th fret on the low E. Then I do 13 to 14 on the A string. And then, what is this, 14, 15? Then you go to, that was on the D, and then 15, 16 on the G string. I hope that's all that I did. I can't remember now. Yeah, that should be it. And then I just do kind of this descending, diminished run in 3s. What I'm doing there is it has a little bit of a string skip in it. So I start on the 12th fret on the high E. Then I string skip the B and go to the G, and I hit the 15th fret, and then I go to the 12th fret on the G. Then you go back to the 15, 12, then I go to the D string and hit the 14th fret. So then I go back to the 12 on the G, 14 on the D, and then I'm going to hit the 13th fret on the A. And the last little bit is I just do this kind of diminished arpeggio, and it's 14th fret on the D, 13 on the A, and then 12 on the low E. And you just play that chord. It sounds real ugly, but it sounds cool. But one thing is, if you're having a hard time doing that string skip, if you're not used to string skipping, what I would do is kind of do like a broke down version of it. So what we'll do is we'll take something out of the A minor like scale, pretty much pentatonic, and try to get that pattern under your fingers. So and what we're going to do is just get rid of that string skip. So what we're going to start on is the 5th fret on the B. You're going to hammer on pull off to the 8th fret on the on the B string. You're going to hit the 7 on the G. And hammer back on from the 5 to the 8. So. Okay. And then you're going to go down to that low E and do a 5 hammer on 8 pull off 5. Then go to the B string, and you're going to do 8, pull off 5. Hit that 7 on the G. And hammer on, pull off back on the B from the 5 to the 8. And end on that 7 on the G. So if you look, it's the same pattern. That doesn't sound so good there. But yeah, that's the first lick and everything. I hope that you guys enjoy it, and I bet that you can play that. What?